In this video, I want to kind of talk to you about when we first get to the job. Obviously, we parked on one side of the house or the other, depending on what side we're in. And the very first thing we need to do is go up and talk to the customer. This is important. These are some tips that I'm going to give you that are some questions that you can ask that will help you in the end. Again, we're going to go up, knock on that door, ring the doorbell, and then we're going to step back. We don't want to stand right in front of the door and look like a creepster. We really don't want to stand with our hands behind our back because then it looks like we're hiding something. It's kind of best just to kind of close your hands, put them right in front of you where they're in sight. They can see everything. We don't want to be in our pockets. We don't want to be all, oh, I'm here to wash your house. No, we want to be excited. So we want to have a big smile on our face. We're happy to be here. This is a great time that if we're in our uniforms, it looks like we're professional, the whole 9 yards. So once that customer comes to the door, we're going to talk to them a little bit. We want to ask them a few questions. We want to talk to them. Again, we're going to stay back. Especially in 2020, we want to stay that 6 foot distance, that social distance, because we don't want to give them anything. And so we're going to come back here with a nice smile on our face. I'm probably going to come to the other side of the door, so that way if they're trying to peek through the door to see who I am, they can see me. If I'm over here and they don't have that window, they really can't see me. So if I'm here, they can crack that door, they can see who I am, they see that I'm smiling, I'm looking at the door, I'm waiting for them to answer and open the door. Again, I'm going to keep my pocket hands right here. I'm not going to be all trying to move, and I know you get nervous and it's hard to do that sometimes. If I have to keep my hands, I will stick them right here in my pocket like so and grab a hold of it. That way I can't, you get nervous and you're doing it. Again, you're a professional, you know what you're doing. These are some steps that you have to do to be able to get those 5-star reviews. Again, we're starting this job and we want to make sure that we get a 5-star review at the end. We're going to go through that spiel even in the beginning. So the very first thing is hi, Miss Jones, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. All right, we're here to do house wash. Know what you're supposed to be here to do. If you're here to, don't be like, well, I think, no, we're here to do your house wash and roof wash, or your driveway deck cleaning, if it's all of the above, or if you name it by packages. Hey, we're here to do the basic package house wash for you today, and we're going to clean your house and that kind of thing. The next thing is I'm going to go over, I'm going to ask the question of, what part of your house made you call us today? What's the dirty part of your house? And you say, well, that's stupid. It's that one side over there that when you pulled up, it's completely green. They might not care less about that. They might see something underneath this porch. When they pull up, their headlights hit that one dirty spot, and you won't know that because what's going to happen is they're going to walk out here and they're going to look right at that spot and be like, well, you didn't clean this house. And you'll be like, but that side over there was completely green, and that's what I thought you called me for. No, I called you for this down here because this is what I see every day, and that drives me nuts, and that's what I want to clean. So that is why I always ask the question what are we here to clean, and what's the dirty part of your house for? A lot of times they're going to just say that side and be like, okay, I just want to make sure. All right, so then the next thing is we're going to ask, all right, ma'am, where is your water spigot, and is it turned on? And they'll, obviously I'm going to be walking up to the house. Usually it's to the left or to the right of the door, and I'm going to be looking for it. And if I see it, I'm going to be like, is this a good water spigot right here? By doing that, it makes them feel positive that I'm not being like, where's that water spigot? Hey, ma'am, is this the water spigot? Is it turned on, and is it good water spigot? Yes, that's it. All right, then we can move on to the next thing. All right, ma'am. So what's going to happen is we're going to start pulling out hoses. We're going to do a walk around, make sure that nothing is damaged before we start. And if there is, we'll come back to the door and let you know that, hey, you have some vinyl siding that is bad, or you have a plant that is knocked over and all that kind of thing of when we come back here. But once we do our walk around, we're going to start washing your house using low pressure. We're going to do clean your house. Once your house is all clean, we'll come back. And in this time, I would like for you to do a walk around with us after we get it all clean. And in there, my goal today is to make you so happy that you will give me a 5-star review. So at the end of this job, I want you to be so happy with the job that I did that you would give me a 5-star review when we walk around the house. Does that sound good, Miss Jones? Absolutely, sounds great. Thank you, and we'll be back when we're done. If you're gone, that's fine. I won't worry about it, but this is what my goal is for. So once I shut that door, I'm going to come out, and then I'm going to go into my process of, getting my garden hose hooked up. I'm going to do all my processes that I need to do. I do have a check sheet to make sure that you do everything kind of in order, and it is in exact order that you need to do it in. If you do it in this order and you do it every time, you will cover your butt. You will take your before and after pictures. It will give you everything you need to know, and it'll be down here, right down here, where you can print that off, and I'll put it in most of my videos, so that way you'll be able to find it in all my videos here. But this is very important on talking to that customer. Again, don't try not to be putting your hands in your pocket, because then they're like, what's this dude doing? If you got a sheet of paper, just stand there with the sheet of paper in your hand like this, and that way, ma'am, Miss Jones is, and that's another thing we want to make sure we're at the right house. If we bring that paper up there, we have it, all right, Miss Jones, I just want to make sure that I'm at the right house. If we knock on that door and they don't answer, then I'm going to double check, make sure I'm at the right house. The last thing you want to do is clean the neighbor's house for free. So this is important. I've done it several times. I've done it probably 3 times. So we don't want to clean the neighbor's house for free. So we want to make sure we're at that right address, whether we're checking on the mailbox, maybe checking on the house if the number is on the house. So that way we can make sure that we're at the right house, at the right place. So these are some things of double checking yourself and making sure you don't get in a hurry and you do something stupid. So I'll see you in my next video.